What's up, everyone? It's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you guys another Iron Studios 1/10 scale unboxing. Today, I'm going to be doing Wolverine, Logan version of Wolverine. This is basically going to be his unmasked, plainclothes variation. So, pretty cool because obviously we've got our classic costume Wolverine, and we've got a lot of his villains from his Rogues Gallery essentially in this display. So it'll be kind of cool to be able to have some other proxy pieces to set up different fights, maybe in different displays. So I can pair him up with Sabretooth, or I can pair Wolverine with Omega Red, stuff like that. So pretty cool. This is one I was pretty excited about, and I was also pretty nervous about. Mostly because the way they depicted the face on this one. So while this isn't probably going to be my favorite face for a Wolverine, they kind of did their own thing rather than taking cues from like the cartoon or the comic book. So we're going to see how it pans out. Again, Wolverine is probably the top two characters for me. Spider-Man, Wolverine are my tops. I know, basic, but he's one of my more recent purchases that I've gotten delivered, which included Magik, Bishop, and Apocalypse to pile onto the list of MOJO and Havok. So I'm backed up right now with Iron Studios goodies. So be sure to check back for any of those other ones that you're looking for. But since Wolverine is one of my favorites, I'm going to open him first. And he should be a pretty easy assembly. It looks like maybe 2-3 pieces. So probably just going to be his figure and his base. So we're going to open him up. I'm going to show you guys the box first. We're going to open it up and get him together. So let's do that right now. Okay, so as always, we've got our Iron Studios logo, Logan with the X-Men logo. Again, here it is up close. I kind of like how they did the little belt buckle. The face, again, I'm a little iffy about. We've got our Marvel Comics, BDS art scale 1/10. We're going to cruise over here. We've got, obviously, the plain Logan logo with Iron Studios. And on the back, we've got hashtag Iron Studios, the Iron Studios logo, and a closer look at what the figure or statue is going to look like. Again, it looks pretty cool. Just iffy about that face. And since this is the newer style box, we've got the Iron Studios logo with the Worlds to Collect on the other side. So, again, standard fare for the boxes. And let's go take a look at the inside. All right, so I've already made my cuts. Keep a little bit of the stuff down. So you can see we got the top of this with the Iron Studios logo on the styrofoam. I'm going to pop this off. Pretty painless. And again, we've got our protective stuff in here. We've got our tissue papers and our styrofoam pieces. So this must be obviously a fragile piece they wanted to keep from getting destroyed. We've got some more over here tucked in. So they do a good job of packaging these, at least, so things don't get damaged. Fingers crossed in transit. So I'm already going to go with, here's going to be your base. And then we're going to have, looks like the hands are separate pieces with claws attached. So we're going to have 2 of those guys right here. And this is probably, the gel. This is probably going to be Logan. So, pretty easy. It's going to be a pretty easy assembly. I'm going to pop this guy out right here. This is another destroyed Sentinel piece by the looks of it here. And I might actually change the angle and bring you guys a little bit down here so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, so here we go with the base. Again, it is another destroyed Sentinel piece. And I noticed there is some paint rub on my tissue paper. So I'm going to just check this really quick and make sure no paint has rubbed off. So looks fine, as you can see on the bottom. Got our Marvel Comics, X-Men, Logan, Iron Studios, 1/10. And we've got our peg right here for where he is probably going to be standing. So it's a big peg, so that's kind of good. I like that. And we're going to have Logan coming out of the box. Crinkle all this paper up. Crinkle all this paper up. So as you can see here, looks pretty cool. It definitely has a cool look to it. Hopefully, getting closer did not make too much of a glare. Again, the face I'm a little iffy about, but everything else about him looks really, really cool. They nailed it as far as the textures and everything else on his coat. So he is going to have one peg here on his foot, and that looks like that is going to just... Again, these can be a little bit tricky when you got to line up the peg and the magnet, but boom, he went right in. Super easy. And we got now his little clawed hands. So he does have the claws out, and they are sharp for what they are. So these are going to actually magnetize right in. That was super easy. And his other hand, obviously, here. Claws are a little crimped. Don't know how I feel about that. These claws are a little crimped. I don't know if you can tell. I may reach out for a replacement hand. But this should go right in as well. Cool. So, super easy assembly on this one. Again, I'm going to reach out to Iron Studios about these claws because I don't think they're supposed to be crimped like that, but sending me a new hand probably shouldn't be a big deal. So we're going to go bring you guys in, do a little walk around of it, clean up this mess, and come right back. All right, so as usual, I'm going to go a little freehand here and kind of spin him around. I mean, as you can see here, he looks really awesome. Like the pose is 100% on point. The base looks really cool. The details in the pants, the jacket, and the claws, minus the crimping on one, look really awesome. I mean, even his sideburns look pretty cool. Again, my only gripe is the face. We're going to zoom in right here, and I'm going to show you guys. Again, here is his base. Now, same thing as all these. There's a destroyed kind of sentinel and some debris he's standing on. You can see, I mean, even his, even his boots are really detailed. The jeans are really detailed, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Again, you get the rock and kind of destroyed base here of the sentinel, and then you kind of have the sentinel piece, which they added some claw marks on it, which I thought was a really cool little detail. So it does look like Wolverine has cut this in two pieces. And again, you've got your markings here from the severed piece. Now going up here, I mean, his boots and his pant legs are actually really detailed as well. You can actually see like almost the fabric. Very, very cool. It's really well detailed. Again, even if you look over here to his hands, you can literally see the veins in his hands, as well as the marks on his coat. I mean, like his jeans, super detailed. He's got his little belt on, the ruffles inside the lining of his coat. I mean, everything looks super detailed. He's got his little the little rivets on the jeans. I mean, it's very well detailed. Again, right down to the tips of his toes. Again, he's got this hand too, where he has the veins coming out of the hand. I wish I would have made him a little hairy, just because that's how Wolverine is. But the only thing I wish the jacket was a little bit dirtier, because I mean, as you can see here, his shirt definitely is dirty. He's got his cool little belt buckle right here. I was trying to get a good shot of that. But I mean, you can tell that he's ripped as all hell. Now, going up here is my big gripe right here is there's something that should be right here on his neck. His dog tags are missing. That's a big miss, actually. And I'm kind of bummed out. But again, the face, I mean, it's a lot better than I was expecting it to be. I mean, they even made his eyes really, really, really stand out. Um, it's not the worst. It's a lot better than I was expecting. But again, in the grand scale of this entire piece, it's pretty amazing how detailed they actually made him. Minus that really glaring detail of not having his dog tags. So, but other than that, I mean, he's a lot more impressive than I thought. I am pleasantly surprised. The face, as bad as I thought it was going to look, actually looks pretty good. So I really can't gripe about it. I mean, I do, I could say I wish the hair was a little bit spikier or something, but they definitely nailed the look. They did. And I gotta say, Iron Studios is doing it again. So kudos everyone. I'm gonna show you real quick how he looks with a couple companion pieces. So here he is with the Wolverine costumed version. Um, they're on scale with each other. I think our costumed Wolverine has a little bit more bulk to his arms and stuff, but um, very very cool. They look cool together even. So um, I'm all about it. Really cool. And now I'm just gonna put him up here with Sabretooth and let you guys see that real quick. Honestly, this could literally be a cover of a Marvel team up from back in the day because this right here, this duo, they look awesome just together. Never mind fighting each other. Like these two just look awesome paired up like this, just kind of standing here together, looking pissed off, ready to take something out. So I'm all about it, and it looks like they're both ripping a piece of the Sentinel up. So very very cool. These actually look really awesome together. So I may just end up pairing them up together like this instead of facing off. So really really cool. And there's the other Wolverine right there, just to put them all together. So awesome companion pieces. They fit really well together. But that's it for this. I'm gonna take you guys out and give my final thoughts. All right, so that was it for this surprising unboxing of the Iron Studios 1/10 scale Logan. Again, part of the Sentinel Battle Diorama display series. And again, very impressed by this one. I was kind of thinking it was going to be a little bit of a stinker, but they pulled it out. The pose, the details, everything about this, again, like the rest of these X-Men pieces, has been phenomenal. Now, while I understand you take some liberties, some creative liberties with things like the face and the hair, which I wish they would have made a little bit more like the comic and the old comic and the 90s cartoon, kind of like what the rest of these pieces kind of lean towards. But I definitely can understand their kind of creative liberty, and thankfully the face did not ruin this for me. I was actually a little bit impressed by the amount of detail they put into the face, and again, these are smaller pieces. So all in all, I mean, he is definitely not down there on my lower end of the scale for these as far as reviewing. The little crimped claws here should be an easy fix, if not an easy replacement. So I'm not in a huge, emotional wreck about that. But all in all, he is awesome looking, and he pairs up with Sabretooth freaking amazing. So I am actually really excited now about these two being put together in my display. So again, Wolverine is going to be with Omega Red, and Logan is going to be with Sabretooth. Now, if we get an old man Logan, I'll be doing something with him too. So all in all, I'm going to tell you, He's definitely in the high 8 for me as far as these pieces go. So again, he's right in there with the great pieces that are here, while he's not on par with, again, Sabretooth and Omega Red and Juggernaut, for these pieces that I think are just like, oh my god, like these are incredible. He's up there still, and again, he impressed me, and I was not expecting it. I was expecting to be very let down by this one. So if this is the worst we can see, then again, pretty damn impressive. So again, high 8s for me, almost 9 territory. If a little bit more was done with that hair, made it a little bit more, Wolverine looking, would have given it a 9. But all in all, he is a very solid piece. He's a great addition to a collection, a great piece for any Wolverine fans, and he is in that budget where he is not going to break your bank. And again, the attention to detail in this, phenomenal. So I can actually say I do recommend picking this piece up. Very happy I did. And I am super looking forward to the other pieces I've got to show you guys next. But that's it for this unboxing video. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you can, support the channel, support my socials. I have the links down below. Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9 yards if you want photos and stuff like that. Give this video a like. Click that subscribe button. It helps me with the algorithm. Helps support the page. And again, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.